Josh, very good to see you. An important topic today, 4 ways to address long-term care and medical expenses in retirement. According to Fidelity, the average 65-year-old couple will need nearly $315,000 for healthcare in retirement. And that's not even including long-term care, which, as you know, 7 out of 10 people will need at some point. Medicare does not cover mostly long-term care. So let's talk through our options. First would be traditional long-term care insurance. What are the pros and cons?
So traditional long-term care insurance, the pros are it provides the most amount of leverage,
Mm,
the most bang for your buck. The cons of it is it's what we like to call use it or lose it.
right.
So it can be very expensive, and it's a bill that you pay literally forever,
Mm,
and it's hard to fit in your retirement budget. And if you don't go to the nursing home, like we all hope we won't,
right.
you've spent that money for no benefit because it
Right.
doesn't pass on to your heirs, or there's no value to
Hmm.
it if you don't go to the nursing home. Um, and then the other thing is you want to look at whether it's confinement based or activities of daily living based, because activities of daily living would allow you to be at home, not have to be in a facility.
Mm. Yeah, there's a lot to consider. So let's keep talking through a couple options because some might be more attractive than others. The next is linked benefits. How does this work?
Yeah, linked benefits are essentially you having a different financial product that would provide long-term care benefits, like a
Okay.
life insurance, where you can access the death benefit early in the event that you need care, or an annuity that is just a place to park your investments and grow. And then if you need long-term care, it provides leverage and more money to cover the cost of care. The huge benefit to these two types is it's not use it or lose it.
Hmm.
If you don't go to the nursing home, there is a benefit to your heirs, right? There's a death benefit with the life insurance, or there's a death benefit with the annuities. Or if you get down the road and you actually need the cash yourself for something besides long-term care, you can access the cash to use for whatever need does arise.
I
So
see.
it's a lot more flexible.
Hmm. All right. Next, of course, you could self-insure, but this is difficult and risky. And then just to state what you and I have talked about many times before, Josh, the cost of long-term care. If we look in the Fort Wayne area right now, this is according to the 2024 Genworth Cost of Care Survey, projected out about 20 years. I mean, a private room at a nursing home, $230,000. That's incredible.
Yeah, and unfortunately, for to cover that, you have to A, start with a lot of money, and B, be able to make a high rate of return to be able to cover $230,000 a year in
Right.
long-term care expenses. So it does take quite a bit of money to self-insure, and it can spend down your assets rather quickly.
Right. Which then brings us to our last option, which is becoming a dependent. This is the reality of what happens if you don't have a plan.
Yeah, and becoming a dependent can be either becoming a dependent of your family, where you rely on your family to take you in and take care of you. Um, that works well for some families. Most families don't really want that. Um, and then, or becoming a dependent of the state, where you essentially run out of money, and Medicaid takes
Mhm.
over and pays your bill. Now,
Mhm.
there is some things you can do legally to prepare for that, so that you can run out of money legally without actually running out of money. You can work
Right.
with an elder law attorney and do some preparations for that. There are pros and cons to both, but at the end of the day, long-term care is just really expensive,
Right. Right.
and it's a bill that's going to happen, and it's one that if it happens to you, there's there's not a lot you can do about it. You need to be prepared for it.
Mhm. Well, and regarding, spending down your assets, I know you work with people again who specialize in that area because there are certain ways to do it where you can protect your assets. The point is, like you're saying, proactive planning is key. Everybody needs to have a plan since 7 out of 10 people will need long-term care. So, Josh, if somebody would like to sit down and talk through these options with you and again figure out what's best for them and their family, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, they can call us directly at the office at 260-488-8300 or jump on the website and schedule a meeting at millardfg.com.
Great. Josh, thank you.
Thanks, Erin.